give him a little like. I hate that thumbs up sometimes because it makes you feel like. Makes you feel like you know they're trying to just fluff you off. I just better start this timer. Got lots of drama going on today. Just goes to show if you're think you're a celebrity, if you talk some bullshit, somebody's gonna call you out on it. Actually should put the camera over here, or I got two monitors, and to see what's happening I gotta go like this. So I should move my monitors like this. That means if I'm going to do, we gotta fix this. We're gonna get crazy here. Where are you? There we go. Fixed it. So, I think we're streaming. I don't know where we're streaming to. Let's look. Let's see where we're streaming to. That kind of day, I guess. Stream. Okay. Means we should set up chat device. I think. Oh yeah, we gotta start the timer up, see how long we've been on. Where are you? Where is ya? Almost thought we had a crash. So I've got the music set up so that it quiets down through the cast when I talk. So I'm not going to mess with the sound, but if you say something in the chat about the sound too loud or something, I'll fix it. I get my password, you're not allowed to see. If you want to know, I use LastPass for my passwords, and it's a cool device. Never have to remember a password again. Okay, the drama started this morning. Not on this thread. I got an email from a friend. I won't show it because it'll cause more controversy. But this thread here is my response to it, because it looks like a couple Venom Array officials are attacking a legitimate manufacturer from Wisconsin. There are a couple of Canadians saying that he's stealing products when he designed his own products, he manufactured his own products. There's not a single thing that came from the other company, not even a copy. It's a recreation, and it's got additional art that makes it a better product. So they slandered me in 2014, 2015, And I don't know since then, but I have a feeling they were part of the slander that happened last fall with the magazine. So I'm fighting back. They're both NMRA officials, and they can both kiss my butt. Okay. But over here on the real model railroading group, Modelers Guild, you won't find any of that shiza because we kicked them all out. Are those scale? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. I think we're lagging out a bit. No, we're doing good, I guess. Not bad. God, I'm so forgetful today. Okay. Kronos. Dot. There we go. That's what happens. It's called the Snaz app. It sends the timer through to a text file on my computer. I copy it to clipboard and then I share it on the drama's happening elsewhere, off of the Modelers Guild. We don't do that kind of stuff there. It's all about modeling, as you can see. The best and brightest in the world, and some of the best and brightest have been kicked out. This guy's amazing. This is a large-scale modeler. And you build stuff like Michael Paul Smith, a guy that I think I'm going to talk to sometime today. Oh, here we go. Let me pull this off. Sorry. Yeah, the mic is live. Hello out there in chat land. Got a little bit of an interview with a friend of mine, and I wanted to get the hell off of Facebook, so I'm streaming. I've locked the server down so nobody can enter. Sorry if you try to come in. You gotta email me to get an invite. Because I want to shut Michael out of the loop, or anybody out of the loop of meeting Michael. It's just that it's been a pretty crazy morning. Totally trying to avoid a certain thread on Facebook here. It just pisses me off every time I see it. Hey Pat, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, awesome, you're on Twitch. I hope you notice on Twitch there's a leaderboard now giving you credit publicly for your time served as a viewer. Thank you. I remember there's all kinds of points or time loyalty added last summer, and I'm going to pull that out and add it to the list, and I'm sure you'll still be up there. But I want to thank you for watching. I hope your basement ordeal is coming together too. It's gonna be a warm week. Hey, buddy. That's right on. Right on. I got the attack from the... I didn't get attacked. But a buddy of mine who I'm in cahoots with a little bit of trouble since 2014. You know the story. I don't have to tell you. It happened again this morning. Always something. Oh, it's good to hear that your basement's coming along. I think you had what was it, a frost event? Frozen pipe? Awful. So yes, I'll pull this window out so it stays active. There's people like Patrick who has helped me to get another monitor like I've got set up here. Everything's moving along really nicely because of patrons like Patrick. Water line blew right over the layout. Oh my goodness. You know what though? I gotta shut this off because it's annoying me. You know what though? It's one of God's blessings in the end, because you were probably all done the scenery in that section and you need to redo it now. And in the end, that's free therapy. So sorry to be the one to take a bad situation and try to turn it around on you. The way I see it. We are creators. Actually, one thing I keep on thinking to myself, the one thing that really has me blessed with my hobby is that, you know, every once in a while a project comes in and I am able to you know, work on somebody else's project, you know, and once that project's done, it's out the door. And that magical moment really is. You can't even you can't replace a moment like that, really. It's so cool. So yeah, stuff up. Okay, so we're just having troubles with Skype this morning. Your account is not active no more. Kind of like Spock came in from Star Trek or something like that to inform you. So, what you've been up to other than drywall? Good. We have been working on this since October 1st. The whole thing has been working for the better. You know, when we build our railroads, we try to do it with the lowest common denominator of cost. When we're able to scrimp or recycle, we do. So sometimes we go too far with that when building our layouts. So maybe that's something that you're experiencing. Maybe I'm not even gonna say it's probably be a pain point if it's not true, but hurts money or something. I'm new, and of course you'd be able to go to your NMRA contests and enter and stuff like that. And anybody who's seen my drama about the NMRA this morning, I am not an enemy of the NMRA at all. A fan of what they can be. They're just not organized. They're not organized. Where one region is awesome, the next region has issues, and those issues range from both sides of the spectrum. And there's no control. There's no top-down message that really affects the subscriber on one end and the NMRA executive who's getting flown around the world to do what? And then they spend over $1 million on a property in California, and it's like, come on, that money could have really done a lot towards helping the hobby. It was in your bank account, you wanted to spend it, you spent it on something. That's fantastic, but come on. Did you actually spend it on what you could have spent it on? Consider the fact that you only have a connect, like the National Model Railroad Association is named as such around the world, the national, and it's not national, it's international. But the conventions are all in the USA, and once every 10 years or so they're put somewhere else in the world. But there is no international representation of the National Model Railroad Association. All the money that comes from the entire world just went to California. They could have taken that money and spent money on talented individuals who could have promoted their message and all the things that they could have done, but they didn't. They didn't. And that's the point. Oh wow, Pat, I'm totally interested. You know what? You should email me your address so that I can get it on my map and plan how easy it will be to make it part of a trip that we make down to Windsor sometime. I've got two great kids that you've met, I think, and so they would never break a thing. So awesome, Pat. growing audience. The audience is growing. The music is not my favorite music, but it's royalty-free stuff. It's stuff that won't give me any trouble while presenting to you guys. Where is everybody? Good point. There's 3 people watching. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the moment. We've got 3 viewers. You know who you are. I hope it's not you, Clark. Oh. Shadow. There's my boy. How you doing, Shadow? Thanks for stopping by. Trying to set up a talk with Michael Paul Smith. We're having technical difficulties. Well, that's good. Good. It's good. It's good to see you're still frisky. So we've got let me check this out. I got some rooms here. And it seems that we've got new features over on Twitch, so I'm gonna check those out this week. And people who are moderators, we're gonna have our own channel to be able to talk about people who are, you know, negative in the chats, or collaborate with other moderators on the channel. He's streaming a lot more on Twitch, so see how that happens, how that works out. Sorry, not thinking. Check this email one more time. Yeah, so when is the big move? So it's kind of funny like that. We've got the house, but we're staying where we are because of you know, I told my boss that I'd work till this time, and my kids are gonna stay till the end of the school year, so we're moving at the end of the school year. However, I'm going next week to the house, and I'm gonna start wiring up the shop for live streaming. We've got to build the shop up. We've got to fix the floor. It's over by Port Dover, so it's one of those areas in Ontario where there's no water. The water's not really great. It's awful. We got to use potable water in. I got to fix all that stuff in the house, and specifically underneath my shop is a reservoir that something's collapsing. The floor is collapsing. So we got to fix that. We got to put a liner in. We got to just figure all that stuff out. So got a couple of months to do that, and I'm gonna go this week and eye it all up. and get all the calamity on camera, hopefully. I should do some invites here to get some other people. Whose house? Pat's or mine? Yeah, I'll probably live stream again tonight. I got some stuff I want to share. Yeah. I basically started up this morning because I wanted to get the chat with Michael set up. It might happen tomorrow morning, though. I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, though, it was all the drama that happened on Facebook where I got out. Uh, 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock your time, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, the new house is, you want to look at it? Let's do this. Probably gonna crash the system here. Well, there's two types of drama on Facebook happening right now. And I don't want you to misunderstand it, because a lot of, it's a... This thing about Canadians and guns is Canadians have guns and we're allowed to have all the guns. We have AR-15s. We have them. I'm allowed to own one. So that's my point. You can't get it across to people. You can't share that information with people. It's ridiculous. There are many AR-15s in Canada owned by civilians. Non-military personnel. They're totally allowed to do that. So there's that side, and then there's the NMRA drama. And that's just as bad, really. When it comes down to it, it's their lack of ability to have a consistent message. And, you know, one side says this, one side says this, and then the leadership says this, and it's just, whoa. Whoa, slow down, you know. And when you've been attacked by the NMRA and they start feeding the line, you know, you just gotta say, you know, no, you guys actually did this to me, and you can fuck off. Bottom line. Exactly. And the thing is I'm not attacking them as an enemy. I am pointing out, you know, there's a few liars out there who are just totally into this whole idea of fake news. You know, they make up a story and they spread it amongst their peers like it is fact, and just not that way. We're lagging out pretty good on this. Like, I think you know me, Shadow. You know, like, I'm a Canadian, so that means that I've got liberal values as a person. But those liberal values are the same values as conservative values in the end. You know, it's all about safe children and education, and that's it. Oh my gosh. Well, the thing is that fake news is a term that describes an act that has been done for centuries. It is propaganda, you know, and it is used by every side. Every side, you know, like, I don't have a political party. I know that my alignments are with this, but I don't have a political party. Oh my gosh. That must be a bad setting. I think you're saying Twitch, where you're watching right now, where you just chatted, is asking for $2 or no? Because if that's true, we got to turn that off. A lot of new features came up with Twitch in the last week or two, and I pressed a lot of buttons, but the only button I wanted to press was to restrict the chat to a follower who because, you know, people come in the middle of the night when I'm doing the reruns, like, which is a totally thing that's a thing that Twitch told me to do, run reruns to keep your people going. And so, you know, in the middle of the night, these trolls come in and start talking about sucking stuff and this and that and the other thing, and you know what I'm talking about. So that was my point of pressing a wrong button if I pressed one. No, I'm not asking for money, dude. You're already a contributor. I think I made a mistake, and I'll go over it. Let's get in here. So this is going to uncover to a bunch of losers where I'm gonna be living, but I don't really care. Go ahead and do your thing. Okay. We'll let it load up. Oh, that's possible. Screw YouTube. So I think, yeah, okay, I think I know what's going on, Patrick, and it's my fault. But I didn't do that so that it would ask you for $2. That's crap. Misunderstood it. Yeah. For real. Gotta drive down the street to my house, though. There we are. Here's my beauty house. I know it's small. Little house on the prairie type. Little house on the prairie type, but let me get over to the side so we can see the shop. No, actually, well, up until the end of the school year, I'll be able to do the orchard thing. But the thing is that, you know, the orchard thing happens I'm not always in the best mental state when I do the orchard or track thing. I'm out there not really as an exercise thing. It's more of a, I gotta get the hell out of this house because I'm about to snap and these people around me don't deserve it. So I'm gonna do it on camera. And then erasing that stuff, well, I erase about 40% of it. 60% of it makes it to YouTube. So no city water. But the garage out back is mine here. And the house too. Like I said, it's a small house. 4 bedrooms. But my first house, right? So rant mode on. I've went to town on those videos. I went way too far once or twice. Actually funny. It just goes to show really why I'm on Twitch, you know. It's, I don't know. I think that Twitch is the more open area and it gives me more protections as a creator so that I don't have to deal with the drama. Yeah. The shop has a garage with a wall, and then there's 2 rooms going to the back of the property. I guess I could... I just worry about this stuff so that, you know, because there's swatters, you know, but really, there's not really going to be any swatting the kind that happens to the south up here, but you know what I mean, right? So as you can see, the shed, the studio is about the size of the house. What it's a necessity, part of my business, come on. So I'm pretty happy with it. A nice little garden shed to hold all the tools, you know, so the rich neighbors don't stop by and take your stuff. You can lock the door. That's something I need. Yeah, so, and then if you look on the desk here, in our chat, my chat frame here, just below the map, you can see the plans for the Rapido layout. Yeah, you're darn right, Patrick. And the great thing about it is that it is just around the corner from Provincial Park. You know, so that... Come on, I'm lagging out on this hardcore. About a block away, we have this provincial park, Selkirk Provincial Park. So there's a nice little easy place that you could hook up a trailer, or, well, you're not gonna tent it, I know, Patrick. But, you know, when I do meetups and stuff like that, I could give information for the provincial park so that people could, you know, have a nice private little shindig over there, and we could hang out at the shop during the day kind of thing. So that'll be a cool thing for meetups. And maybe Shadow, you'll be able to hook up for that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The only thing I don't really You see all the mud that comes out of these rivers? You see how it's all brown and tan? Lots of mud and silt coming out of these areas. So the fishing, I don't suspect the fishing to be awesome. So, yeah. But we're a block from the water. Like, as you can see, we're close to the water. Close enough for my taste. I don't want to be right on the water anyways. So yeah. Hey, see you later, CB. CB is watching on Twitch. Most of us are over on, or he's watching on YouTube. Most of us are watching over on Twitch, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Hopefully we're gonna start fixing that stuff, right? You know, farm drainage and stuff like that. Like, it's good that we're tiling all these fields, but tiling these fields also increases the amount of runoff that goes straight to the streams and stuff like that. So it's kind of not all that great. CB, if you're still watching over on YouTube, it's just another scale modeler on twitch.tv. I'm just doing the dual streams here to notify everybody, kind of thing. I'm sure I'm streaming over on the Ron Perry channel right now, but I'll change that to just another scale modeler for this afternoon. Yeah, so as you can see on the workbench, we've got the plans for the Rapido project that's going to start in March. You know, a lot of things I wanted to share about Twitch that's been updated. You know, over on YouTube, when you do the live streams, there's a lot of quality chatting that's happening down in the bottom corner over here. And so that means that after you're done your stream, all that chat disappears. So all that camaraderie, fellowship, all that stuff disappears. So I kind of get miffed every time it does. You know, there's 120 comments or something like that during a video, and it's like it disappears. I want to be able to recollect. I want to go back and experience those things, you know. So over on Twitch, all that content is saved so that when you watch the videos again, the chat is archived to the timestamped video, so it goes awesome. And if somebody comments after the fact, it gets put right in line. Like, how's that? Like, these kids at Twitch are doing something awesome, and I want to be a part of it. That's what it's all about. Actually, I think you're a moderator, so you could erase your own content. If you're not, I'll fix that. You too, Pat. Oh. That's interesting, CB. CB said over in the chat, I don't have both the chats hooked up, so he said right now he's having internet provider issues. Catch you later. He says, right now my provider is censoring video on Twitch. Bye. Now that's pretty crappy. Yes. Okay, so in terms of the... That's interesting that people are censoring Twitch, because Twitch is hammering down on bad content, whereas YouTube is actually growing bad content, you know, because they're making money off of it. YouTube's actively banning people even if they make money because of nasty stuff, drugs. You do drugs on Twitch, you're gone. Gone. You know, so that's to answer CB. Sorry that they're censoring it, but I'm sure it'll be fixed up. To Pat, once the tiles have been cleared out, what changes is the Rapido layout going to be your next project? Yes, indeed. Indeed. So I've got so on the desk right here. On the desk right here is the plan, and the colored part beside the photograph is the piece that I built in 2015. There are design elements still being laid out, but the shape and size is set. So yes, it's going to be the next project. And yes, it's going to be taking a foam display and making it into a full-fledged modular travel display layout, which is a huge challenge because this thing has to travel from Canada to the UK. It's got to be strong so that when it does travel, it doesn't budge. We don't want any repairs done to it. And I haven't even talked about the fact that hey Ron, Toy Man here. So I haven't even talked about the fact that there's catenary on the layout too. So the front visual side, the back has a fiddle yard to hold a couple of trains. The front side is going to be a full catenary setup. And I say catenary for a reason, because I was told to say it that way by a British dude. Gareth? So yeah, Toy Man, just shooting the beans. What you up to today, Toy Man? Actually, that reminds me, I still have that Rapido train in my car. I'm tardy. Not much today, huh? Go over here and do this. So I think I'm gonna might talk to Michael tonight, and if not, I'll be talking to him tomorrow, sometime this week. It's just with Michael, he uses a Mac, so if anybody wants to be on one of these programs and you're on a Macintosh, and I'm not cutting down Macintosh, it doesn't. Their Safari browser doesn't work, and not with streaming video and stuff like that. They just don't. All that stuff works in their proprietary vertical, and if you're not in that proprietary vertical, you have to use a browser like Chrome or Firefox. I highly suggest Firefox. If you use Chrome, use the extension Great Suspender. Otherwise, it's a pig. Just for your info, some of the scenery used in a project can be scrutinized for content at customs. That is a time when being funny is unhelpful. You know, and I've thankfully never tested that. I've always known that when you're at the border of the United States, you're like at the door of somebody's house asking if you can come in and bed their daughter. They're scrutinizing you. They're looking at you like, this guy got bugs. And sometimes you do. So you gotta put a straight face on. You gotta give them everything you got. And give them a firm handshake. Because that's what it's all about. See you later, Shadow Wolf. Thanks for stopping by. I had a conversation this morning about with Claire Gilbert about running away from 20 years ago. I haven't had any problems like that for a few years. Let's go back to Facebook, see what's happening on the Modelers Guild again. It's constantly rolling all day. And this way, Toy Man, you can see what's happening over there. Uh-oh. Today, I was working on an interview, and it's not working out. I was gonna do an interview here, in this stream right here, but, we're having technical difficulties getting Michael on. Which is no big deal. If you're watching, Mike, no big deal. I don't... This is on and streaming. I'm avoiding every other page on Facebook, but this one. Well, still getting into the chat. Yeah, no doubt, Brad. I have to save up for that too. It's not cheap. There's always some European who comes onto the Modelers Guild and they show this stuff, and this isn't the post that I'm talking about, but this gentleman earlier today showed something that blew my mind. I'd like to find it. Oh, Doug Coffey is like an amazing details painter. It's awesome. He lives close to me. One of the good ones. Uh-oh. That is said drama post coming up to bite us. Pause it if you want to read the shiza. Actually, since it's my post, I've been censoring it myself, so don't need to have people who are negative bringing you down on Facebook. And that includes me. If I'm being negative and you don't like me, block me. Do it. Actually, a better way to do it is to unfollow me. And then I don't see that you've blocked me. That's what I do to everybody. I unfollow them. And then I don't have to see their stuff. You know, it could be a mutual thing. We could unfollow each other. You know? Just the way it is. Facebook gives you the opportunity. Yeah, what's this? Look, these look like light grates, light protectors. I wonder what scale they are, but holy Moses. Is that amazing or what? you over here. Let's see. But you're on candid camera. No. No, you can. You can. Well, they can hear you if you talk. Give your best rendition of Justin Bieber right now. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. If you want my fire and you think I'm thirsty, come on, baby, let me know. If you really need me, just me. Bob Boudreaux, my co-admin of Facebook, Modelers Guild group. He's an amazing photographer, and I'm gonna point out this photo here because he shows the magic of how he gets this shot. You know, it's a painted background. It's a small diorama. It's a DSLR camera with a wide angle view lens, and actually, is it a DSLR? I don't know. But it's just amazing to see. Like, notice the backdrop is leaning back, so it's catching more light. How close the camera is. It's probably within 3 inches of the model. Oh, there, look. Oh, look. It's probably 3 inches from the model, and if you look at the photos, that's what they see in the magazines. Nice close-up shots. Then he adds his smoke in Photoshop later on. You know what, Pat says I couldn't get through on Facebook, and you know what, Facebook, really awful. Like, I wish that Facebook came up with a version 2 and reset everything. Reset everything with a whole new set of rules. Why not? You know, maybe, like, they're a big company. They could have 2 websites, version 1 and version 2, and see who goes on what. You know, and if everybody goes on version 2 and says, yeah, this is the way I want to do things, then do it. Nobody has the guts these days to actually do some change, you know. Facebook spent a year saying that they had nothing to do with the propaganda going on. We know they were. That's a nice model. As a matter of fact. Look at that. You see the spray up on the front. Nice faded blue. There's never negativity on the Modelers Guild, but there's sometimes tongue-in-cheek responses to make people think what they're asking. Oh, what's going on? So, oh, here we go. That conversation is going out of control. We're gonna leave it though. So I just started to model US Steam, looking for ideas. So the guy's new to the hobby. He comes onto the Modelers Guild group and he asks a question that for all intents and purposes on other groups would get trashed, right? So what this gentleman gets is an author from the Railroad Model Craftsman magazine saying, do not listen to anyone else. Only model New York Central Steam in HO scale, 1950 to 1955. Since you didn't offer any details about what you're looking for, I can only assume you are looking for a direction. Sorry, I snorted. Thanks, Otto. That was funny. I agree, though. I've got a New York Central Hudson over there, and it's mighty fine. I love it. Michael Graff is painting. Michael Graff is a highly talented, I don't want to get this wrong. He's from Europe, Northern Europe. I'd like to say Sweden. Maybe Denmark. Sorry, Mike. I don't know. But he's a highly talented airbrush artist and painter, and he's painting his own backdrops. And I think that's part of the beauty of Facebook, is that you add your photos, you don't need commentary. And then what you get from those photos are something to copy. Not copy verbatim what he's doing, but see how he's painting the mountains. See how he's painting the trees. You know, it's total Bob Ross stuff right here. You know? Matter of fact, on Twitch here, you can find Bob Ross in the creative channel. Crazy, I know. Backdrop painting 24 hours a day. We're really lagging this out. That's a really nice shot. On the layout, looking down the track. Oh. Today, the Prairie Scale Model Railroaders. Prairie Scale Model Railroaders. Lombard, Illinois. Here in Illinois, there's a train show. Sure, every weekend. Oh, see you later, Pat. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you. I'll talk about the China build later tonight for you when you're on. 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central. Thanks for watching. So, here's a little thing. So, Marklin of Sweden, which is he's a highly talented modeler from Sweden. Another modeler from Sweden, not on the Modelers Guild. One day he will be. He shared a video where he made corrugated metal out of glue using a corrugated form. And this photograph is showing that. Yeah, I've watched a few of them. Toy Man. Looks like you're getting viewers too. You've actually you're categorizing your videos wrong, but I think it's working for you. So I'm not telling you to stop, but when you put the category game, you're putting in trains and stuff like that, and I think it's working for you. I do the creative channel because that's where people do the creative stuff, but I think it's totally a good strategy to get into the train stuff if you've got real life train videos. Screw them. So what we're looking at here is like glue that's been laid down on a corrugated metal form, and it dries up and the guy's painting it and everything else, so it's working. Those are detail parts, holy smokes. Anyways, I think it's a good time to stop. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'm going to stream again tonight. I'm going to try to get Michael on. I'm going to try to talk to Peter Lavos and get maybe Judy and Ed to come on too, maybe. I don't know. We'll see who's around. We don't have anything scheduled, so it'll be on Just Another Scale Modeler on YouTube, so subscribe there and click the bell beside the subscription thing. If you're watching with everybody else on Twitch today, I want to thank you for watching. It's Just Another Scale Modeler on Twitch. Follow and have the chat available to you. I think there's some problems with chat. 9 o'clock Eastern time, Ron. Dad. So the Twitch is really something that I'm gonna really push for the entire year. It's not gonna be a short-term thing. They've got way better features. Way more better features. You hear that? Way better features than YouTube, and it's just something that I have to do because the quality of the video production is what's important, not how many people watch it. So Twitch is where I'm gonna get the quality stuff. When the live stream's going down and all the chats happening, all that stuff is archived with the video. So I'm sorry, but twitch.tv/Just Another Scale Modeler. But tonight, I'm going to be streaming on YouTube, Just Another Scale Modeler. Thanks for watching, my friends. Truly appreciate it. Talk to you later. Thank you for all the supporters down at the bottom. See all those guys? They're all patreon.com/Ron Perry. They're all on the list down there. Get on the list.